Hello, I would like to introduce the concept of keystone species. And I'm excited about this. Let me tell you why I'm excited, and then we'll go through my handy dandy numbered list. Number one, why am I excited? I'm excited because in the last 5 years, we now have practical, actionable information about how to build an ecosystem. Number two, why is it important to talk about this? It's important to talk about this because biodiversity is failing. Biodiversity is falling rapidly. So we need biodiversity to live. We need bees, butterflies, and birds to live. And we'll talk about which plants best support biological diversity, which plants best support birds, butterflies, and bees. Item number three, how can we make a difference? How can we make a difference? So much of our survival depends on what we decide to plant and what we decide to cut down and what we decide to not cut down. Plants are the basis of everything else. An ecosystem, i.e. biodiversity, i.e. what we need to live, it's about the flow of energy. You and I have energy right now to breathe and to see and to hear and to talk because we are relying on ecosystems to provide us with that energy. The Earth is unique in the universe, as far as we know, for being able to support life, and it's easy to ruin. And we as a species are rapidly in the process of ruining the very ecosystems that we depend on for our life support. Let's not do that. So the keystone species are the most valuable plants in supporting our energy. Spoiler alert, going to the end, in our region, in Louisville, Jefferson County, Kentucky, oaks are number one, plums and cherries are number two, willow is number three, birch is number four, hickory is number five, maple is number six in supporting our lives. So those are some of the keystone species. And so item number three, how can we make a difference? Much of our survival depends on what we decide to plant, what we decide to cut down, what we decide to not cut down. What are the keystone species? The keystone species are the most valuable plants ecologically. A keystone species is the one that is so important to an ecosystem that if it is absent, the ecosystem collapses. Conversely, it is one that supports an ecosystem. A keystone species is a species that is especially valuable in supporting the ecosystems that we depend on. So what can you do? What action can you take? What I want you to do is go to bit.ly top 100 document. That's bit.ly/top100 document. That will give you a list of the keystone species. If you want more information, you can go to www.nwf.org/native plant finder. Thanks so much for joining me.